What up, Mike? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. So we can get a little more light. There we go. What's up, everybody? Jay, Mike, Mitra, good to see you. How are you? Good to see everybody. I know it's been a minute. It's been hectic. We have had so much content going on. I've been needing to hide out a little bit more. Been on a vintage perfume spree. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. You did. Mitra, we've been on an insane vintage haul. How are you with vintage? I know you've got a lot of vintage Guerlain, right? We can just make it simple. Purple. There we go. Good. What's up, Donnie? Good to see you, buddy. I'm just waiting a little bit for the chat and everything to fill up because it's been a little minute since I've been live, maybe like a week or so, but it's just been hectic, guys. Scent of the day. Oh, my scent of the day is in the car. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Left it in the car, and then we'll talk a little bit about all the stuff we got going on. Stuff I've been buying, stuff I've been getting in, reviewing, collabs, all that stuff. So let me know scents of the day in chat, and I will be back in 2 seconds. Got to grab a perfume out of the car. All right. Turn that fan off. It's a little hectic in here. All right, what we got for scents of the day? Oh, proud of you, absolute. Okay, I see you with the clonery. Scent of the day for me was simple. I did not think too hard. Actually, no, I take that back. That was scent of the night. What was my scent of the day? What the heck was my scent of the day? I think it was Ancre Noir à la Extrême. Formerly known as Chanel Sycamore. Pumping off skin today. Ridiculousness. New sub here. What up, Donald? Seraphim Red was my scent of the day. Oh, okay. I had actually, no, I still have a sample of Seraphim Red. That Ylang Ylang heavy fragrance. Yeah, that's a good one. Do you carry the Seraphim Blue as well? Hannah Marie is my favorite. Okay. I almost bought that today, actually. Nice Zahara Donald. Mike is probably my favorite. Oh, it is probably my favorite of the 3 Seraphim line. Oh, interesting. I really liked blue. I was a big fan of blue. Thoughts on Bianco Latte? Haven't had it. Haven't had it. And just from the name, I might not have even tried it. Celine nightclubbing. Okay. Let me show you some fun stuff, Mitra. Because we've been doing a lot of vintage hauls, like insanity. Here, let me take my camera off to show you guys. I haven't even been able to open a lot of it. Your boy SB has been auctioning. Like my office is still so dirty. Especially when my kids come in here and start playing. But here, check this out. There's a lot of stuff. What y'all know about this? What do y'all know about this? Floris Edwardian Bouquet. I can't even pull all this out, but like it goes pretty deep back there. There's a lot. Oh, here. Y'all know I've been trying to complete my Lalique, so I had to go get all my discontinued Lalique, right? Do I have any other discontinued Lalique? I gotta check. Got this little baby Miss Bucheron. We got, oh, these are some grails recently. Check this out. I gotta clean this packaging up, but it is sealed. Montana Ohm. Givago 2 Golden Elements. Here's some other grail grabs. It's crazy how much these sell for. Cacharel, Porlom. A lot of these sell for, it's hard. I got to sort through a lot of my kids dump stuff in here. We still got a bunch more to some of my vintage haul in here. What do we? Mitra will appreciate this. Come on, focus. Anyways, that's Jicky. Got some vintage Mitsuko, some Estee Lauder, L'Instante Guerlain, Ormond Jane, some goodies in there. Here's some more Vinti. Oh, check this out, guys. Check this out. We'll get to chat in a second. Check this out. Salvador Dali. Agua Verde. Check out this bottle, actually. Check out this bottle. We've been getting some gnarly bottles. Check that bottle out. I don't know how much you guys are into the arts, but I used to teach art history, and Salvador Dali, as much as I loved his artwork, Persistence of Memory, one of my favorite paintings of all time, the guy was a complete pervert. But nonetheless, here's one for my ladies. Rocas Reflets 2. And then obviously I've got like, oh, here's a super old school one. Tabac. Original. This one's cool too. Check this out. Oscar de la Rente limited edition. Smells awesome. So right now, for those of y'all who don't know why I'm showing you guys a bunch of vintage, I am building out my top 20 vintage. So I am fixing this shelf right here, which also has a lot of other vintage in here. Look at this. Doesn't that look like an Abercrombie and Fitch fragrance? Really cool white musk singular note. Some discontinued Ed Hardy. This one's crazy. Check this out. Cindy Crawford's Fitting It's an all velvet bottle, kind of like Suspiro. And it honestly smells like a cross between Black Orchid and Prada Black. And this goes for like $200. Really good scent though, so I'm not going to sell it. And then some vintage was like cracked and leaking. So like I bought these diptyque bottles, these empty diptyque bottles, so I can extract some of the stuff I found. So this is Biblos Uomo. We're working on it. Got some vintage La Lique discontinued creeping in the back. As you guys know, I'm trying to complete my La Lique set. Got a bunch of La Liques that I absolutely love. This is a beautiful scent. We'll go through that soon though. So I'll be doing a lot of reviews. Oh, and then we remodeled. We remodeled the niche stand. I don't know what you guys can see. I'm kind of just sticking you back there. Anyway, okay, let me get to chat. Normally I fly through chat because this is a Q&A. So now let me get back to it. Okay, I am wearing. My burning question is, who is the beat? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Did you? Is that collection or for sale? So my sealed vintage is for sale currently, but I'm not promoting that on my YouTube like that. I was just showing you guys some new haul stuff that I've gotten in. So I would say like 30% of my vintage haul has been kept, and I need to rearrange that shelf, which is why I just have a ton of fragrances sitting there. And then my sealed stuff I'll be pushing probably between eBay and Mercari. I just need to flip some of my vintage to pay for the entire haul. Because, like, a quick, for example, these 3 fragrances right here, just to put things into perspective, this Montana, and this Givago Golden Elements, that right there is a $600 haul just between those 3 fragrances. So like those 3 fragrances will just about pay for the entire haul. So I'm not anxious to have to sell anything, but I will sell some of my vintage to pay for the entire haul. Because in the last month, I probably have acquired about 60 rare vintage and discontinued fragrances to build my vintage. And then we've got about 100 vintage between Estee Lauder, Guerlain, Ubagant, a bunch of people, old Chanel. So we've got about 100 decants of that. So my mind has been so vintage recently, but you guys don't see that because on my channel every day, you know, like today we just dropped, you know, a bunch of modern stuff. I try to always mix it up for you guys so you guys aren't just caught in my season. Yeah, send it to me, Pablo. I'd be happy to review it. What's Roja Oceania smell like? Yeah, so Oceania smells like, and guys, don't worry, I will catch up on chat. I promise I'm normally not this behind. Let me grab some test strips. We will catch up on all Q&A. I'm normally not this behind, but it's been a while since I've been live. Oceania, a lot of people describe this fragrance to you different. So for me, this is like you jumped off of a couple $1 million yacht into the ocean, and as some ocean water got into your mouth, you realized it was sparkling white Moscato champagne. So you get this predominantly fruity. It's a fruit basket, not necessarily citric, but it's a fruity basket. A fruit medley basket with a little bit of floral brush behind it. It's got a sparklingness to it, like a sparkling white wine, champagne type of finish, but it's just like a real fruity, floral, citric medley, sparkling, slightly sweet type of fragrance. So imagine you tasted the ocean and it literally tasted like white champagne. Very sparkling, very baskety. It's nothing like a Tigar or an Elysium or a LV fragrance like an afternoon swim or anything like that. It is in its own lane of like white champagne, sparkling, sweet, then a bunch of really cool florals, citruses, and like, you know, not necessarily strawberry, but you can tell it's got a some sweet fruits in there. Really cool scent. I think it's probably the most wearable Roja, but people's biggest gripe about it is performance. The performance is absolutely horrendous. So if you don't want to have a fragrance that you have to keep sprucing up every 4 or 5 hours, do not buy it. But it is a scent profile that you won't find very much out there. Okay, I'm a 16-year-old boy and I want to buy a perfume. Should I get the Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir? If you mean the Le Male Elixir, probably not for a 16-year-old. I mean, you'll love the smell of it, but Le Male Elixir is the only fragrance in the Jean Paul Gaultier line that has tobacco, and it's the most mature out of the line. So for a 16-year-old, I would either recommend, you know, Le Beau, Le Male, Ultra Male, any of those. Probably leaning towards Le Male, Le Beau, or even Paradise Garden for you. But at your age, if you're trying to save some money, just get into either Off Non 9 p.m. if you want more of that bubblegum tropical, or move, and you can get that for like 20 bucks, or go to Kadlaj Island, Khadlaj, Kadlaj Island. Which is another phenomenal tropical scent that you can get for about 20, 30 bucks at Burlington or even on discounters. I have Sahib Intense, Sacrat, Lalique, EDP, and Cart. Any night out fragrance I should add can be affordable, designer, or clone. So affordable designers that I'm going to point to for nightlife is obviously, if you want to go Azzaro, you can go Wanted by Night only in the Parfum, or The Most Wanted Parfum, only Parfum concentrations, not EDPs. So Wanted by Night Parfum, The Most Wanted Parfum. You can go Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. You can go the new Dior Homme Parfum 2025. You can go the Dior Homme Intense if you're comfortable as a male in the cosmetic iris arena. You can go, you know, any of the 1 million. So 1 million Elixir, 1 million Lucky, 1 million Parfum. You can go, I'm not a big fan of using Eros or Versace fragrances as nightlife, so I wouldn't really point you towards Flame or Energy or anything like that. I'm going more of the like sexy, seductive. You can even go Paco Rabanne, you know, a Phantom, something like that. What else? I'm missing some serious bangers though. What am I missing in the suite? Dolce & Gabbana The One. That's timeless. Yeah, I mean, that's plenty of options. I do have the blue coming into the right time of year for the musk. Beautiful. Have you tried Grise Dior? I have. It's my favorite, and I just ordered 100 mil for $330. Hey, peace be upon you for that purchase. Oh, okay, Mitra, I see. Yeah, we got that florist, that Edward Bouquet. I have a couple florists actually. I couldn't show you guys the video of everything behind that haul, but yeah, there's a lot of bangers in here. Scent of the day, man. Sarah Vetiver Sensual. Joel, you hold a very close place to my heart with that fragrance, if I could find it. What in the heck? Where is my Vetiver? Oh, right in front of my blind double stigmatism eyes. Vetiver Sensual. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I do a section on my channel called Memoirs, and Memoirs is where I freestyle for 40 minutes to an hour about a fragrance that I feel is a masterpiece. Not many fragrances in my collection make it to a memoir. This has to be a fragrance that I've had on for a minimum of 6 months or longer. There have been a couple of recent fragrances that I've purchased that will make it into memoirs, but I'm doing my proper due diligence by making sure we give them a 6-month minimum. But typically every fragrance you guys have seen on my memoirs episodes are fragrances I've had for years. And so fragrances like Lalique Lin Sumi, Vetiver Sensual, which was the recent one, Tom Ford Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum. It's just a great time for me to, off the top of my head, see if I can speak on a fragrance for an hour straight about why it's a masterpiece. So I don't know what I'm going to say. We dim the lighting, we light some candles, and it's more of the poetic side to my fragrance journey, where I get to think about fragrances not in terms of notes and in terms of ranking and in terms of seasons and all that, but more so how a fragrance has affected me personally and what it's done for me and why I think it's special. So definitely, if you're into that kind of content, I would say if it's late nights and you're bored or you're driving to work or something, it's great podcasty kind of material. But sometimes it is nice to visually see, you know, my backdrop, because, you know, when I move my massage chair and all that nonsense that my son's put in my office, it is, this whole stage right here is set up for the memoir. So it's a pretty cool, like, lighting and backdrop type of situation. It's one of my more produced pieces of freestyle film content. Okay. Theo, you got to relax, buddy. We don't know who you are. Arabian Creed, Ranja, a new niche house I came across. I never heard of him. Never heard of him, Ricky. Link me up to that. Hit me up on Instagram. I know you follow me on there. Have you tried the new Valentino Ivory? I have not. I have not. It's been a while since I've really messed with a lot of designers in terms of purchasing full bottles. I go to Sephora and Ulta often to see if there's any new releases and to refresh myself on a lot of base DNAs in the designer world. But it's been a while since I purchased a designer fragrance. The last designer fragrance I purchased was this. And I do think this is a masterpiece. I think if any of you guys were on the cult train this year with, you know, summer mink and things like that, aside from Musk Therapy from Initio Parfums, this in the musk floral the musk vanilla and floral category was to die for. This rekindled my hope in designer, to be honest, because prior to this, I hadn't shopped designer for years. Eros EDT, Eros Flame Dylan Blue. What's the best? Eros EDT, no question. I don't even have to think about it. Most versatile, most complimented, longest lasting, most timeless. Happy to see all the things I never knew existed. You're opening up my eyes and nose. Hey, man, listen, I'm on a fragrance journey and I just put a camera to it. So I take you guys along the journey and I try to share information, entertainment, and art. Yeah. You know what, Mitra? You know what pissed me off? It really pissed me off that Mitsuko is just a clone. I mean that Diaghilev is just a clone. That really broke my heart. I'm not sure if it was Mitsuko, Jiki, or what was the other one? Now, I want to say it was Mitsuko or Jiki, but one of them, this Diaghilev is completely biting. And when you look at the fact that Roja Dove said he wants to be most known for his work on Diaghilev, that was, especially in light of Justin Copeland's video speaking so highly of Roja, or Raja as he says. He had so much smoke for clone houses and couldn't admit that Roja, he lightly skated over the fact that Roja clones, but to know that the fragrance Roja wants to be most known for is something he cloned was, I don't know. I think that right there kills the credibility of Justin's entire argument. But what do I know? But yeah, to know Roja's put several fragrances out on the backbone of very popular Guerlain releases was just crazy to me. What do you think about PDM Altair? I think Altair is not a fragrance DNA that I'm really gravitate towards. In fact, I've tried Altair many times, and I think Liquid Brune is sufficient, even though I will not buy both. I do own both in travel size just for reviews on the channel. It's not my tea, but even though Liquid Brune is only about 85% close to Altair, it's more of a remix fragrance in the same way that Assad is not a one-to-one clone. of Sauvage Elixir. It's still an amazing fragrance, high compliment factor, lasts forever, and a great price. SB, where do you get your vintage? I get it from online auctions. There's specifically an online auction place where I bid on vintage fragrances, and if I win, I win. Have you tried the new, and I'll be doing a video kind of showing you guys where to look in different nooks and crannies on how to find not just vintage, but anything. You know, whether it's niche fragrances, how to find the lowest prices, all of the non-typical, you know, Max Aroma, Fragrance by CA, all that. Once you get into like things like Facebook groups and different buyer apps and Mercaris and all that, I'm going to help you guys kind of sort through those landmines and show you what's the most legitimate, how to get steals versus just amazing discounts, what retail level buying is appropriate, what isn't, how to judge if something is priced properly in general versus like waiting until it comes down. Just a lot of stuff, guys. And you know me, like my channel would probably be at 10K right now if I did what everybody else did. You know, the panty droppers, the fall winter top 10, you know, the top 5s, the top 10s, the top 20s, the react to celebrity fragrances, a lot of the stuff that everybody else is doing. But right now, my only focus with my channel is to have the largest database of reviews. So right now we have 800. I'm going for 1,000 before the end of the year. As soon as I have about 1,000 reviews I'll have every retail designer fragrance covered. I'll have every retail niche fragrance covered. I'll have at least 300 plus vintage fragrances covered. And now I know that if somebody goes to my channel, there's not a single fragrance they'll try that I don't have a review on. And then from there, we'll start to branch out. And you guys have seen me already branching out to give you guys teasers of what I'm gonna do. But wait till you guys see when I launch my app, when I launch my digital content, and when I launch my online community. It's gonna be something no one in FragCom is even coming remotely close to, including all your guys' favorite YouTubers in fragrance. But I have to lay the foundation, which is having the most singular reviews on YouTube for fragrance. So that's my mission right now. And so because of that, you know, you look on my YouTube, see, if you look at my YouTube channel right now, my average view count on a video is like 50 to 300, which is insanely low. But the way I make up for it and I constantly get, you know, 50 to 150 subscribers a week is by shorts and lives. So between my lives, my shorts, and my video content, I have about 30, 40,000 people watching this channel every week. And I have to break it down like that to guarantee that since I'm not doing all the popular viral content, I have to be able to see my analytics and hit my analytics to know how to comfortably grow this channel while I'm not doing what YouTube's asking me to do. Because I'm on a different mission. I want this channel to be complete. I'm not trying to, you know, make viral videos. I'm trying to make quality, like chronological, sequential, super valuable, concentrated content so that if you're somebody in fragrance, whether you're a super niche head, you're a vintage head, you're a designer head, you're a beginner who's just looking for a new fragrance, you literally have everything you need on every device available to you. So because of that, you know, we're just comfortably climbing at around 50 to 150 subs a week, which is amazing. You know, we're already about to hit 4K. So my goal is really to ambitiously try to hit 10K by the end of the year, and then we're gonna go crazy. Have you tried the new Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum? I have. Actually, no, I have not. I have not. Kicks, what up? Joel, what up? Filter, what up? Anyone tried Lattafa Teriyaki Intense? Absolutely. All you needed to know about Teriyaki Intense is it is a cinnamon amber bomb. It is the most cinnamon you've ever smelled in a fragrance. It's a very good smelling fragrance, and a lot of people love it. But because it's so singular in its vanillic, vetiver, ambery, cinnamon bombness, it winds up just becoming an amazing layering fragrance, not something that you're gonna wear out a lot unless you live on the East Coast and it's super cold climate all the time, because cinnamon and amber get old very fast. It blew my mind when Ross from TLTG Reviews said that this might be the best Lattafa release. I think he was a little bit high that day, but I love Ross. Shout out to Ross. I heard Teriyaki Intense is top 10 Lattafa ever. Maybe it, you know, just because Quentin Biche made it doesn't make it top 10. But it is a really good smell. It's got really good balance. It doesn't feel like a clone, but it does feel like a mono note fragrance. You know, cinnamon, amber, vanillic, you know, kind of trying to be this sexy cinnamon romance. But to me, if you're going to go down that path, you might, you know, that kind of Wajan, Parfum de Marly kind of lane, you might as well just get the clone of Wajan, which is Fragrance World or French Avenue's Legion, which you can get on Triple Traders. There's a lot more other fragrances than that, like especially this right here. You want to talk about a killer in that vein? Honestly, guys, is my juice changing color? Oh, I mean, is it just me or does my juice look like peachy? Hold on. Is it just me, or does that literally look like a not Linstant de Guerlain, like a L'Homme Ideal Extreme juice? Am I tripping, guys? What the heck? Anyways, this is the best date night fragrance, period. If you want the most insane sillage, the most insane projection, the most insane signature scent in the realm of like a Wajan from Parfums de Marly, this right here is my most complimented fragrance. There hasn't been a single day I've worn that fragrance and not get a compliment. I'm not too familiar with a lot of the vintage fragrances, so I'm all for it. Don't worry. I'm going to put you guys on. What up, Dashy? Have you revisited Bentley Silver Lake? I don't like it. I never had to revisit it because I've tried it multiple times. I still have my Decant over there. Silver Lake and Azure, I don't like. They're not terrible, but they are so subpar in comparison to Bentley Momentum, Momentum Unlimited, Infinite Rush, Black Edition, Absolute, OG, Bentley for Men Intense. They're just so subpar. There's better fragrances, equal value to those DNAs, the metallic DNA, the citric DNA. I was very unimpressed by it. Azure was okay. It was kind of like herbal and stuff, but Silver Lake is horrendous. There are so many fragrances that smell like Silver Lake, but are way better on the dry down. They don't kind of turn into this. On my skin, that fragrance basically turns into urine. How do you decide if you keep or toss a box? Depends. Are you talking about just fragrances in general or vintage? You should try to find the rare Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Essence. I shall. Guys, I've got like 20 more boxes coming in from my last couple auctions. I got, just yesterday, I got, not Gio Armani, but Emporio Armani's Remix. Super discontinued. I was very happy about that. Rest in peace, Mr. Armani. Those of y'all who don't know, that guy died. So, Giorgio Armani, he passed a couple days ago, I think. So, I was very happy to snag that up. But we just got a lot of bangers coming in. I keep my beautiful boxes on shelves. Yeah, you know, for a lot of my vintage, I want to keep the boxes. I'm going to wear them, but I'm going to be keeping the boxes. Any other recommendations for... Please don't do the all caps. It's really hard to read. So I've bought Supremacy in Heaven. Collector's Edition. Oh, wait. Supremacy in Heaven. Oh, the silver one. Okay, so Silver Mountain Water. I recently bought Supremacy Intense in the gray bottle. I like them both. Any other recommendations? Well, it depends. What are you looking for, Barry? What are you looking for? Something from the same line or a particular season? How old are you? Give me a little more information. I can't make recommendations based off of like 2 bottles that you have. It would make no sense. It'd be directionless. I have BDK Grease Extrait. If anyone is interested, it's not my jam. Hey, sell that somewhere else, man. We don't sell fragrances in here. What up, Alicia? Oh, by the way, this is TT Fragrances. What up, TT? Yeah, sorry to hear that, TT. You needed to go harder on YouTube anyway, man. Stay on YouTube. It lasts longer. You got to go way. You got to go way too hard. Way harder on YouTube, man. Don't listen. Don't fall for the hype of doing these little 1 minute videos with the cool music and the sound effects. That stuff doesn't work long term in the real world as real content. Get in the YouTube space and start working hard. I wasn't going to buy the original. I was going to get a dupe of Jean-Paul Gaultier. Well, just tell me which fragrance you're looking for, and I'll tell you the best clone to get. Oh, dang, we're live from Queen Creek. Absolutely. What up, football? What's up? Of course, I've gotten into day 3. Me and Michael are. Listen, man, I love Michael Paul. I have 5 of their fragrances. By the way, if any of you guys don't know about day 3, Michael promoted. He gave me another discovery set for the 3K giveaway, which I have not forgotten about. I'm compiling all the fragrances I'm going to be giving away for the 3K giveaway. We might hit 4K before I hit 3K, which would mean we're going to have to double up on the giveaway. I'm going to have to outdo myself. But part of the giveaway will have a full day 3 discovery set, so you can try all of the line. I actually already decanted the new Desert Rain from my own bottle, which is somewhere around here, right here. And so the winner, one of the winners in the giveaway, will win every fragrance in the discovery set, including Royal Reflection and Desert Rain, which I got from my own bottle in a 3 ml. So that'll be cool. But anyways, yeah, long story short, absolutely love Michael Paul. If you look me up on YouTube, I've got some cool recent interviews from them. But good to have some fellow Queen Creek folks in here. Do you have any masculine fig recommendations? Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana K. What are the rules and regulations here? I was timed out and not sure why. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask my mods. Should I get stronger with you? If you like the kind of chestnutty, vanillic, feels more holiday-esque, but it is a sexy date night scent. You can pull off stronger with you. I would recommend getting intensely. But to me, in that realm of DNA, it's a little sexier to go more dark instead of that fragrance, which kind of has like a by the fireplace, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, vanilla, cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good. It does have a high compliment factor. But to me, when I'm trying to go sexy, I think your fragrance needs to go all in. Like you need to, like I'm a type of guy, Trace Oros, Straight to Heaven. You know what I'm saying? What are some of my other, this right here, Matiere Premier, Encens Suave, you know, what are some of my, Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio, Wajan Parfums de Marly. Like, I'm all in on my seduction suite. I don't like doing the holiday camera type. That's not date night to me. That's like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Grise Dior is a great modern Chypre. Just got a partial, okay. Did you? Okay, I see you. What other dupes from Imagination do you have other than Sahib Intense? I have all of them, but I have none of them in bottles, because here's the reality. Sahib Intense is the best Imagination. You guys will hear me like a parrot. I do that all day long. Sahib Intense is the best rendition of Imagination. Not Aqua Dubai, not Game of Spades. What is it? Full House. Trust me, I've got like 4 or 5 Imagination renditions in decants. They all suck compared to Sahib Intense. And there's probably about 10 to 15 people from my channel that can vouch for that. I just got hit up last week. Yo, I finally got my hands on Sahib Intense. I don't need Imagination. I don't need Aqua Dubai. I don't need Game of Spades. So Game of Spades and Aqua Dubai are phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. They're great fragrances in and of themselves. But if you want Imagination on a budget, you go Sahib Intense. Mancera Vetiver Sensual is the best Mancera. You know me and you are on a canoe in the middle of the ocean, Joel. Nobody agrees with us with that sentiment. There's so many people that would vote in French Riviera, Instant Crush, Amora Cafe, Pearl, Jardin Exclusive, Red Tobacco, Gentleman Boisé, or not Gentleman Boisé, Cedrat Boisé over Vetiver Sensual. So many people haven't even smelled Vetiver Sensual. I layer it with Aqua Dubai and it's really good. I mean, why layer with Aqua Dubai? It's already good. Scent of the day, Essential Harmony, Plum Noir. Okay, Alicia, I see you. Hey, speaking of which, I've got a lot of Essential Harmony to give away. Let me see what I got over here. It's wrapped up somewhere in here. Guys, I'm going to be giving away so much stuff for this giveaway. Like, check this out. Here's another cool addition. Look at these. 35 ml Travelers. How crazy is this? Look at this, guys. Yeah, we're throwing these in the giveaway. 35 ml Travelers. We've got some Toy Boy for the ladies. We've got Toy 2, Invictus. I've even got a clone version with the Hayati Black. But check this out. These are fire. These are basically like getting a bottle of fragrance. And don't worry, we will be giving away bottles too. But check out how fire this is. Amazing. 35 ml Travelers. Look at this. It's like the size of my freaking hand. I got huge hands. Pause. So we got a lot of stuff we'll be giving away. I'm going to try to mix some vintage in there as well. Give somebody a nice vintage fragrance. Would you pick a Mere Cedrat Essence or Cedrat Boisé? Cedrat Essence, it's more modern. See, Cedrat Boisé has a little bit of old school, new school going on to it. It's a great fragrance. It's not my cup of tea. Cedrat Essence has this green melon note in it. Where is it? Where the heck is my Amir Cedrat Essence? Is that a giveaway fragrance? Are we giving that away? Amir Cedrat Essence. What I like about it is just like the juice, it kind of has this... It has this like photoreal honeydew melon note to it. So it smells exactly like Cedrat Boisé, but take out about 5% of the fragrance and 10% of the fragrance and douse it in a green honeydew melon. So it just makes the Cedrat Boisé DNA more fun, more modern. You don't feel like you're wearing like an older fragrance. I need to turn my fan on. Bro, there's so much things I need to try. I have like 5 tester kits. Hey, I highly encourage buying discovery sets. Patrick, I'm the mod and I didn't time you out. Maybe SB did. Oh, I don't know. Theo was the scent bubble. Theo was timed out for 86 seconds. I don't know. Maybe you said something dumb. I'm not sure. If you say something dumb, you do get timed out. Apologies, Patrick. Here. No, we fixed it. Watch out, Kix is here. AZ, are you AZ? Tell us who you are. Are you from? I mean, clearly you're from Queen Creek area, or are you from around here? Where would I know you from? Boss Bottled Absolute is another banger. It is. One Boss fragrance I recently picked, not recently, but like 6 months ago picked up. Boss Bottled the Scent Magnetic. The Scent Magnetic. Not Boss Bottled the Scent. Boss Bottled the Scent Magnetic. Pure fire. I should have recommended that for a nice date early evening. Amazing scent. Probably a 9 out of 10. Yo, that is crazy good. That is crazy good for date night. It's almost like an Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum with a little more swag, a little more fun. You got any Lattafa? Of course. Name one. Oh yeah, I asked this girl named with the science. Oh, Versace Dylan Purple. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Girls like them some Dylan Purple. SB, yes, that's what it is. But if you love it, oh, you already know. Will you ever attend a Scent Explorer in New York? I might. I was thinking about it because a guy that I really would love to run into before he leaves Fragcom, the Fragrance Apprentice. Actually, I don't know if he'll be at Scent Explorer. I know he'll be at Essence, but I think he'll be at Scent Explorer one more time before he leaves YouTube. Definitely check out the Fragrance Apprentice if you guys haven't. Guy is just makes phenomenal fragrance in his lane. There is no one, which is film with fragrance. um I don't know. The thing about Scent Explorer, man, is you pay all that money and you go there, right? And I would want to investigate all the fragrances and talk to people and build relationships, but I know I would just get bombarded with people that know me, because you guys got to understand, a lot you guys know me as the fragrance guy, but I'm also in the music industry and a few other industries content wise, and there's a high chance that going out there I would not be able to smell fragrances. So I don't know if I would be able to enjoy it the way I would want to enjoy it. Are you streaming on 2-3 platforms right now? I'm lost on what questions you're... No, it's just my chats are popping. I'm trying to catch up. Roja should be best known for singing certain German songs. I don't know why anyone buys his fragrances. What do you mean? Roja's phenomenal. I just think he's a copier, just like a lot of people. And a lot of people esteem Roja so high when they down talk clone houses. Roja makes a lot of clones. We're just not willing to say it. I'm trying to catch up, guys. For anyone 14 to 17, that's my boy, most complimented. For anyone 14 to 17, that's a most complimented fragrance from Jerry to... Oh, gotcha. Bianca Latte. But you still need viral videos, though. No, I don't need viral videos. I don't need viral videos. I know how to grow my channel. I don't need to go... Here's the thing. You want to know you want to know the thing about viral? I could teach anyone how to grow their YouTube channel. When you go viral, rarely do you have the consistency of going viral enough to have the data to be able to teach other people how to go viral. It's like winning $1 million. If you won $1 million in a lottery, you can't teach me how to win $1 million. You have no formula. You have no pain, no blood, sweat, tears. The things that I'm doing is... See, a lot of you guys are more interested in having followers than having content. So we live in a world now, especially in Fragcom, where a lot of you guys are just picking up the fragrance, talking about it, and turning the camera off. You know how many people are better than you that review fragrances, that have more fragrances than you? I remember getting into Fragcom and thinking to myself, why would anyone want to watch me talk about fragrances that everybody else talks about? Why would anybody want to see a new fragrance channel when there's experienced fragrance channels that have been around for 10 years? And you know what I realized? Two things. There's one thing that nobody can clone when it comes to my content, and that's me. The unique part of every channel is the person running it. And if you don't double down on who you are and what you want to do, you have no authenticity in your channel. And that's the problem with all these channels. They have no self-voice. They have no personality. They have no self-awareness. They are duplicates of duplicates of duplicates, in the same way that Versace Eros Energy is just a duplicate and a photocopy, as Fragrance Apprentice would say, of a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy of a Ventus. There's no originality. And so you can grow a channel, you can go viral, but I know a lot of people that have gone viral in Fragcom, and they're stuck at where they left off when they got viral, which means they were only for the moment, not for the longevity. They could still get there, but the things that I make on this channel will last a lifetime in fragrance. I'm a nobody, But I'm just saying, anybody who comes to my channel can eat off of it forever. And that's because I do it my way. And I do it with my voice. I'm aware of the thing that you can't say is that SB doesn't drop content that people are looking for. I look at my analytics. People want reviews. People want to be entertained. People want collabs. People want podcasts. People want tips, tricks, and guides. All that stuff and more you can find on my channel. I don't use trigger words and jump into algorithms for my growth. The people that follow me are super dedicated. That's why I can't even catch up on my chat right now. Lamal Elixir versus Stronger with You intensely. Lamal Elixir every day. The new Prada is mad good. I think it's okay. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Top 5 designer release of 2025. I mean, that's true, but it's not saying much. There weren't that many 2025 releases. Would you choose Tom Ford Noir over 1 million Elixir? No. But I would choose Tom Ford Original Noir EDP and Noir Extreme. Drop a like for SB. Yes. For those of you who don't know how to like the video, you hit the 3 dots right here or the 3 dots right here. Click that, and then it'll allow you to hit the like button. I appreciate all of it. Really, all running the likes up does is filter out trolls. There it is, day 3. Michael Paul is awesome. Have 9 from the house. Yeah, my brother went in there and bought almost the entire line. I have all of them in discovery sets and all that stuff, but the fragrances I personally own is Tres Oros, Desert Rain, Bonnie, and Escandalo. What is the name of your most complimented frag? Oh, Tres Oros from day 3 fragrances. And I used to say this is my most complimented fragrance of 2025, but it is about to be my most complimented fragrance of all time because I've gotten a compliment or more every single time I've worn it. Every single time. I wish I could tell you guys I was capping. I wish I could tell you you're going to get the same results, but if you got a fourth of the results and feedback I've gotten off this fragrance, you'll be very happy. Bentley for Men Absolute is the best forever and ever. Bentley for Men Absolute. I mean, I don't exactly understand what you just said, but I love that fragrance too. I let my friend try Tres Oros Decant, and he said it smelled like the taste of, I don't know what White Monster is. Hey, here's the thing you guys got to know about Tres Oros. The first time you ever wear this fragrance, it'll smell nothing like what it'll smell like moving forward. It's like the first time you try Parfums de Marly Wajon, right? First time you try Parfums de Marly Wajon, you get syrup, you get vanilla and cinnamon. Tres Oros, the first time you wear it, all you get is honey and brown sugar. You feel like you just got soaked, almost like a honeycomb from a bee, right? You feel like you got soaked in brown sugar and honey the first time you wear it, and that's all you'll smell. You wait a day or two, from that second day forward, you will smell the mandarin orange, you will smell the pineapple, you will smell the plantain, you will smell the little hint of cinnamon. So a lot of people will try this fragrance at first and think it's just a big brown sugar honey syrup bomb, which it is. But it's kind of like one of those things where when you're dealing with heavier fragrances, your nose makes out the familiar before it makes out the nuance. So it's almost like you have to coat your nose with being familiar with this scent profile. And then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on times that you try this, then you will smell a beautiful, well-rounded, pineapple, cinnamon, plantain. But the sillage alone on this is deadly, amazing. What's your favorite fall winter fragrance that you'd recommend? I don't have a favorite. I wear a fragrance almost every day. Fall winter, Speed Legends Night Drive, Orica. I got Lyra sitting there in the back, fall winter. Flor Narcotique from Ex Nihilo, Absolute Aphrodisiac. By Killian Straight to Heaven, Nasamato's Pardon for some colder weather scents. We got Black Phantom back here. Oh, Diptyque's Tempo, one of the best patchoulis. Encre Noir à l'Extrême, Bentley Absolute, Bulgari Man in Black, Boss Bottle Descent Magnetic, Eros Never Misses. Oh, La Leak, Ombre Noir. Oh my gosh. Cognac, Tobacco, Bergamot, Papyrus, Mint, Lavender, Vanilla. Yo, come on, what are we talking about? Halloween Man Shot. Looks how it smells. Kind of smells like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, but smoother. More on the Prada Luna Rosa Ocean vibe take on Le Male Elixir. Lalique White and Black. To me, this is even though it's a designer fragrance from Lalique, Old House, it reminds me of Leighton, but fresher. I actually prefer this $25 fragrance over Leighton. Bentley for Men Absolute. Bentley for Men OG. This one is a sleeper. $15, $20 banger. Mont Blanc Presence. You'll almost never hear me say Mont Blanc ever in this channel. But Mont Blanc Presence is unstoppable. If you want to smell like you got out of a gray Jaguar and you're worth $1 million and you're on your way to something special, Mont Blanc Presence is crazy. All the Mont Blanc fragrances to me smell dumb synthetic, like crazy synthetic. Mont Blanc Presence is insane. It's got this minty, almost spearminty green, purple floral, white floral thing going, but it's super masculine, almost like a little bit of new car smellish. It's phenomenal. It reminds me of Ferragamo Red Leather a little bit, but completely different scent profile, but same nuts maturity. What is the name of... Oh, we already went into that. Okay, let me speed through. What do you think of Lattafa Vintage Radio? Great smelling fragrance. Hard to find occasions to wear it unless you live on the East Coast. But it's a great rendition of Paragon. What is the name of your most complimented frag? Already told you. Anyone tried SHL Venom? I have not tried that. Thanks for the advice, SB. Anytime. You're in Queen Creek, Arizona. I used to work there. Yes. Got ahead. Peace. Peace, Bernana. Do you like any of the Aqua de Parma? Not a big fan. They make really good quality fragrances. None of the line really gravitates to me. Same with Byredo. Not a big fan of the house, but I've tried almost all of them. Masculine Fig, Dior Dune. There's not a lot of fig. I just reviewed Dior's Dune for men and women. If there is fig in that fragrance, it was not prominent. You know, when I think about fig fragrances, I immediately think Dolce & Gabbana K. You could take it back to Ferragamo Pour Homme. What are some other figs? Oh my gosh, I tried an incredible fig the other day. Hold on, let me look at my collection and see if I have any figs. I mean, aside from Paragon, Fig, where are you? Fig, speak to me. Nope, no fig on this collection. I know I have some fig in my vintage, but in the designer world, I don't think anything's really messing with Dolce & Gabbana K for fig. Any thoughts on the new Ralph Club New York? I haven't tried it yet. Best boozy fragrances, by Killian Straight to Heaven Intense. Any fragrance like Vintage Green 78 without the fig notes? Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. I literally just smelled a fragrance that smelled like Vintage Green 78. It's on my YouTube channel. I just dropped it this week. Just go look for that. Oud Wonder or Woody Oud? Woody Oud, 100%. My best tobacco date night scent is Chergy. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Like, my best tobacco easily is Lalique Ombre Noir. Is that right? Yeah, I mean, Le Male Elixir is on the shelf, but Le Male Elixir is a fragrance that if you have it, you won't say it's the best tobacco you have, but your girl will tell you it's the best tobacco you have. Have you tried Dark Oud Montal? No, I have not. How is it? Alicia and Joel always wearing something I've never heard of. Hey, check out the pod that I just did with Joel if you guys want to learn a little bit more about Joel. 35 ml Travelers. We bathing in it. Absolutely, man. You're wearing it in your... I call those Roman candles. You're going to love it. Scent of the day, Azaro, the most wanted. Beautiful. What's the best vintage you have so far? I've got some vintages over there worth like $200-$300 right now. But I mean, they're all great. I didn't buy like random vintage. All of these vintages that you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I personally wanted to buy those. So to me, they're all great for different reasons. What am I smelling in the air? I must have sprayed a fragrance just now and totally forgot I did. I'm trying to catch up, guys. I promise I'm not a simp. Or what is it? What do they call those? NPC. Have you had long enough time with Gucci Guilty Elixir for the memoir? No, I have to have it for 6 months. Is the scent elixir good? I haven't tried it. In Scottsdale, maybe from the AZ Frag SWAT group. Oh, I'm a mod there. I might be in the group, but I don't use Facebook groups. I might have joined it at some point in time, but good to meet you, though. Shout outs to Scottsdale. Maybe you'll catch me in a Neiman Marcus out there. What do you think of Chanel Blue Exclusive? It's a good fragrance. It's not that much better than the Parfum, but it is a really good fragrance. I have a friend who said he's going to buy it, but he doesn't have a Bleu de Chanel bottle. So for him, it's like if you don't have any Bleu de Chanels for his age and his speed, he likes the Exclusive. It's a great scent. It's a clone to me. You know, they just did some really minor, safe tweaks. And for how long we had to wait to get that, I'm not paying retail. I mean, I don't even think I'd pay more than $120 for it. I will review it, though, for you guys. I've already smelled it a lot. I just haven't done the review on it because I haven't felt like it. It seems like something nobody really cares about. I think it smells phenomenal. However, the price, yeah, there you go. What are your thoughts on Coffee Break by Maison Margiela? I hate Maison Margiela. I don't think I get any coffee notes, but it's overly lovely and unisex, maybe more feminine leaning. My biggest issue with Maison Margiela is their fragrances cost $80 to $120, and they're not worth that. They are quality, but they're kind of on the glorified Bath & Body Works scent profile where everything is just nothing's really real smelling until you get to the fresh scents. You know, Sailing Day, Walk on the Beach, Under the Lemon Trees. Those are more natural scents. But when you get to, you know, Woodstock, By the Fireplace Jazz Club, a lot of those fragrances, they just don't smell real. They smell fake. Good smells, but not photo real. I'm not paying $80 to $120 for some like fake vanilla, fake cinnamon, you know, seemingly sharp stuff. But if you want an amazing coffee fragrance, Day 3 Fragrances makes a fragrance called La Tacita de Café. Definitely try that out. Do you have any blue amber frags like amber that's a year... Wait. Do you have any blue amber frags? I don't think Casa Mirati, Mephisto, or Blue Talisman have amber in them, so I'm going to say no. What up, Zhao? Do you think the cognac in Angel Share is the main reason it's a good fragrance? No. I think the cognac is the main reason why it stays unisex. Without the cognac, your manhood would fall off. Do you have to use multiple beard products? Tons. Just kidding. Hey, SB. My scent of the day, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Nazar. Okay. Word. Coffee Break is nice. Solid lavender. Okay. Hey, listen. I don't want to crap on your party. You know, you guys can look right here. Just so you guys see, like, I don't just talk about fragrances I don't have. We already went through the line. So I'm giving this away to subscribers that are in the giveaway. I just wasn't that impressed, guys. But I mean, if you look at my collection, you can see why I'm not that impressed. You know, I have high requirements, you know. Even with clones and stuff like that, guys, like I have high requirements, you know. In a world where you guys are being convinced to spend hundreds of dollars to have 30 super regular fragrances and like 3 monstrous bangers, my tactic is just tell you what's the best. A lot of you guys don't care if you have the best. You just care if you have the most, and that's cool too. Hola, ¿qué onda, wey? Parfum de Marly Greenlee versus Valentino Coral Fantasy for daily signature. Greenlee, 100%. ADP makes a good fig. Aqua de Parma? I'm sure they do. I'm sure Byredo does as well. Figère Noir by Ubagant, masculine fig. I love that fragrance, actually. What's your wife's favorite fragrance on you for this fall and autumn? This one right here. Either original Initio Parfums Musk Therapy or Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. This is not honoring glory. I repeat, this is not Lattafa honoring glory. This is Glorious Oud Royal Blanc Extrait from French Avenue. 1-to-1. One of the best clones ever made. Cloning Initio Parfums Musk Therapy, which you want to talk like incredible fall winter scent. My wife will bother me if I stopped wearing that fragrance. MFK Amorous Homme EDP, rate it 1 out of 10. I won't rate it at all. I'm gonna give it a 0 because Amorous Extrait is far better than Amorous Homme. L'Aventure line or Off Non-Supremacy, not only intense man for a Creed Aventus. Neither. Armaf Peugeot 1. Yo, hi, Scent. Have you ever tried Cod Lodge Cafe Latte? I have not. Is it as sweet as Kamarakawa, and is it feminine? I don't know, Blaze. I do like Kamarakawa in terms of the sweet latte and cream vibe. But if you're looking for more of a roasted coffee bean fragrance, there's a fragrance called Coffee by a Civet, Civet, which sounds crazy. And if you want something more mass appealing, La Tacita de Café, Tacita. By the way, if you guys hear me talking fast, but there was something valuable you wanted, yo, my edge up is looking nice. If you guys hear anything that you want to remember, you can always rewind the lives, and you could do watchback. Hashtag watchback gang. People do watchback the lives, or they just rewind it to see what I said. My scent of the day or night as I'm working is Xerjoff 40 Knots. Beautiful fragrance. Only NPCs use Facebook anyways. I agree. Pacific Chill versus Hawass Ice. Pacific Chill. Is that even a comparison? I've really been inspired by you. As a 17-year-old, I started a fragrance review Insta account. Collab soon. I don't know about the collab, but I wish you the best on your journey. Listen, if anyone's trying to collab with me, I need to see you put in work. Just because you go hard for a month, or you get some new fragrances, so you make a couple haul videos, or you go really hard in the fall, and then by the winter, you're burnt out. I'm not trying to see it, man. I support hard work. So get to work. Let me see some real consistency, and then I'd be happy to support with a collab. But don't talk to me about it until you've been putting in pain. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. Hit the like button, people. Scent of the day, Decant of Imagination. Beautiful. I ordered a few Maison Alhambra Sport Ohms. Maison Alhambra Sports. You mean Alpine Sports? Hey, keep dancing. What's the best 3 lavender smells or colors? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind of lavender is Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, as well as Ombre Noir from Lalique. I think there's even lavender in the Dior offerings, which is nice as well. Lavender's not really a note I'm like blown away by. It can really screw up a fragrance. Even Seraphim Blue, I think, has some good lavender in it. Is Teriyaki Intense good for school? No. You wear Teriyaki Intense at school, you're going to be annoying. That thing is beast mode. You're just going to smell like cinnamon all day. Wear something light and fresh. What designer fragrance smells the closest to Percival? Maison Alhambra something. Look up Maison Alhambra version of Percival and buy that for 20 bucks on Amazon. Call it a day. Any fragrance like Noir de Noir without the earthy notes? Club de Nuit Intense for women is Noir de Noir. Are you surprised at times when the cheapies get more compliments than the designer or niche? No, they don't get more or less. Like, it's like, for every cheapie you can show me that gets a lot of compliments, I can show you a niche that gets a lot of compliments. Just because there are fragrances in each category that don't get compliments, it doesn't mean that the cheapie is better than the niche. Like, give me a cheapie that gives you a buttload of compliments, and I'll give you a designer and a niche fragrance that could get equally as much compliments, if not more. So it is not a, you got to shift your perspective. It's not a conversation of, wow, it's crazy how cheapies can get more compliments than niche fragrances. It's like, that's always been the case about every category. There's great fragrances and trash fragrances on every level, but it doesn't mean that in general cheapies get more compliments than niche. It just means you didn't pick the right niche. Ram Silver is kind of mid. Of course it is. It's a clone. What do you think of the Prada Luna Rossa Black? It's good. Performance sucks. Move up to Bulgari Man in Black. It's the same fragrance, a little more complex. Then is Fakar Black good? Hey, did I make it to the bottom? Oh my gosh. Is Fakar Black good for school every day? No, it's too loud. It's too loud. Fakar Black is too loud. Hey, I made it to the bottom of the list in an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, guys. By the way, thanks, Ricky, for sending me that. I got that link. Is Sung Om a good cologne? It's mid. It's like a 7 out of 10. You're talking about Alfred Sung? What up, Mindset? Holiday Spice Fragrance or Mercedes Club Black? Mercedes Club Black. Can you tell these kids that Versace Eros EDT is the go-to for school? Absolutely. Versace Eros, Gucci Guilty Elixir, and Sauvage EDT. That's all you need. And really, you only need one of those three. But, you know, I always say pick 2 out of those 3. Where did you get your... Online. Can you trill me any cheapy... It's almost impossible to get... you can get the original Speed Legends right now, but I think Night Drive is pretty much sold out anywhere now. Any Tunisia recommendations? No, I can't recommend any yet. Is Amouage hard to pull off? Most of it, yeah. All right, guys, last minute questions. I'm going to take a quick piss. I'll be right back, and then we're going to close out for the night. I want to thank you guys so much. Can you tell me any cheapie for school that will get compliments? Eros EDT. Eros EDT. What's a more masculine black or... I think you might be able to get it from auction. Try WhatsApp. Black Orchid Parfum. What about it? What do you think about El Dorado? Ask Goldie what he thinks about El Dorado. I'm not the right guy to ask for that. Is Amora Cafe feminine leaning? No, it just smells like coffee. Women love it way more than men. Boys like it. Younger boys like it equally as much as most women like it, but most women say they don't really want to smell Amora Cafe on their men. What does SB know about what women think? I've just watched a lot of group women's review channels reviewing Amora Cafe, and they say it smells really good, but none of them really would find it sexy on a man. Dylan Blue or Mont Blanc Legends Spirit? They're both equally the same. Is anything better than Liquid Brune as an Altair clone? Maybe something from Yaman Lale, but not generally. There might be a fragrance closer to Altair by a tiny bit, because Liquid Brune's only about 85% close, but Liquid Brune is still going to get more compliments than any more true Altair clone. Yeah, the 3 Titan high school fragrances right now that are getting the most pull, without question, is Versace Eros EDT, Dior Sauvage EDT, or, yeah, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Dior Sauvage EDT, and Versace Eros EDT. Pick one. What do you think about the Decant line? I don't have much experience with it. Yeah, Kix got his night drive from Ex Nihilo in LA when we were there. Can you repeat the La Tacina fragrance? Yeah. La, LA, space, Tacita, Tacita, space, DE, space, Cafe, CAFE. If you need to figure that out, rewind the video. No. No, Michael. You're misinformed. Ordered my Nasamato pardon. Thank you for recommending. Hey, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I hope you got big shoes to fill for it. Imaginary authors have really good bottle designs. Yeah, so does Argos. Both, Mellow. It's good, Mike, but the thing is like, I feel like that fragrance is a 35 and up. I mean, the history of the fragrance is it was made in collaboration as a fragrance that literally is supposed to emulate getting into an exotic car at night and going racing. So it's a metallic, woody amber scent that feels like a night drive. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to be appealing to everybody. There's a new Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum. I got my nose on it, and frankly, it smells exactly like the Elixir. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Have you tried Reflection 45? It's a similar wheelhouse as Gucci Guilty Elixir, but it's not the same thing. A lot of people would make fun of a guy being into fragrances. Show me. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. Maybe you're in high school or something. Maybe you're in college or something where people are superficial. I haven't heard a single person make fun of somebody for being into fragrance. Yeah, I don't know about the original Speed Legends. I mean, I know about it, and I've smelled it like once when I went to the Ex Nihilo boutique, but I don't know enough about it to really speak on it, and I never brought it home. The only ones I brought home was Night Drive, Patchouli Memory, Fleur Narcotique, Talisman, Hedonist, and Hedonistic Straight. Thoughts on Swiss Arabian? I'm not a big fan of it, mine scent. What's the best Order Parisi Megamare dupe? Probably Atlas, but I didn't like it at all. I wouldn't recommend any Order Parisi clones at all, because Order Parisi, they make very weird fragrances to begin with, so clone houses have a hard time cloning those fragrances. There's a lot of notes that are very expensive, and they try to skip that by using cheaper ingredients. You can't really do that. That's why the Megamare clone isn't as on point. Probably can't get Night Drive anymore. You might. You have to be on a waiting list. You know, if I were you, I would either try auction sites like Whatnot, Lucky Scent, or the actual Ex Nihilo boutique. You can get on their mailing list and request notification if they ever run it back. Or shop on any sites that are European or UK. You might be able to snag up a bottle overseas and have it shipped. How is Latafa Sakrat? Amazing. It's crazy watching your channel. Let me guide some family members towards the absolute best, begging for their budget. Some even went the Desert Rain route. Thanks for your help. Absolutely, Myers. Anytime, dude. That's why we're here. SB, we got to get Patchouli Memory. Absolutely. We absolutely have to get Patchouli Memory. I really wish they would make an X-Straight. Really wish they would make an X-Straight. Best Argos, I couldn't tell you right now. The only ones we've went through is Danae and Triumph of Bacchus. Why do you think YSL Loam is better than YSL Y? It's smoother, it's sexier. YSL Y is trying to be a loud fragrance. Loam is smoother, it's more complex, it's more intimate, it's very sexy while not being overly loud. Y is a great fragrance though, don't get it twisted. Any other school scents a tad bit cheaper? Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, Mont Blanc Legend Blue. I Dolce & Gabbana light blue O Intense, Chanel Allure Homme Sport, Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, Dolce & Gabbana Forever. Rewind the video and run that back. You can get any of those. Chiron Veil is great. Dark Patchouli Rose Oud. Oh, okay, I'll check it out, senor. Who will drop the next Elixir flanker? Anyone who needs to. That Chiron Yuzu, I cracked the seal and it's great. I love it. Okay. All right, well, I'll crack mine too. I'll crack mine too. Let me see if I can find it. All right, Kicks. I will crack this open to you as well. Cheers, my friend. Chiron's Yuzu Man. Here's my phone already running out of battery. Best pair fragrances. Probably Blue Talisman. I mean, can anything beat Blue Talisman? Or Blue Talisman Extrait? What's your favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir? All right, guys, I'm going to take questions for one more minute, and then I'm going to sign off. Your boy's getting tired. Look, no hands, Stu. No hands. Goodbye. What's the percentage of clones that you have? Well, I like to separate, at least now, I had a lot more fragrances. We've been giving away a lot. Right now, I'm separating my shelves. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do top 100. So top 100 niche, top 100 designer, top 100, or sorry, not top 100. Out of the top 100, there will be 20 on each shelf, and we're going to do the top 20 of each category. So 20 of the best niche, 20 of the best designer, 20 of the best clones, 20 of the best vintage, and 20 of the best independent niche. That's the way I'm building my collection. At that point, no more new fragrances will be acquired unless they beat one of the fragrances from the shelf. So if we get a new designer, the new designer has to beat one of the 20 fragrances on the designer shelf. And when we do that, I will take the fragrance off, sell that fragrance, and replace it with the new one. And unfortunately, I have too many fragrances right now. So even this is not all my fragrances. I have shelves and boxes in my closet. I have fragrances, over there. We got fragrances all in there. We got fragrances all down here. We've got fragrances all right here. Just a bunch of stuff that we got to get rid of. I want to hear more about the vintage. Yeah, soon. Started collecting about 5 years ago. Been wearing fragrance for about 20. All right, guys. Hey, listen, I love you guys. If you're new to the channel, we drop 2 to 4 videos every single day. We drop a lot of different content. I'd love for you guys to subscribe for a week and give it a shot. It's free. You'll know really quick if you love the channel or not. If you go to the playlist section, you'll see that I've organized all my video types in a nice, concise playlist situation. We do community posts, giveaways each 1,000 subs, and it's one of the fastest growing channels out there in terms of just like nice, steady growth with an amazing community. I really appreciate you guys for joining the channel. If you have any questions that I accidentally skipped over, I'd love for you guys to put it in the comment section. Pew pew, invisible shots to the nerds out there who are still trolling. Appreciate the mods out there, Joel, Kicks, Greenlee, Scott, all those guys. Again, if you have a question I didn't answer, put it in the comment section. I'll answer it within the day. And as usual, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week. It's only, what, Tuesday? So you guys keep pounding away, man. We'll go live again at another time this week. And I should be announcing the giveaway stuff very soon. Love y'all, man. Peace.